Can your fingers do this on guitar? Can they go straight up on their tips with a bend at every joint and a lot of space between each finger on the sixth string at the first fret? Can you do that here on the first string? In fact, can you do it anywhere? Or when you try to put your fingers like that, do you get something more like this? With a slant and the pinky out like that? And when you play a scale, do your fingers look like that? Or do they look more like this? Okay? Because that's what I see all the time when I get new students. Very few people, unless they're already professional, have the ability to place their fingers like this. And yet, if you can't put your fingers like that, you will have countless problems with everything you play, because this is basic training. This means that the muscles in the hand itself and the forearm and the ligaments that connect the bones are sufficiently developed for proper functioning on the guitar. And that's why all of the left hand training that you find in the principles is devoted to giving you this ability. And everyone who uses those exercises ends up being able to do this, which is the beginning of doing everything else that you need to do with your left hand on the guitar. This student is doing the necessary preparation work to train the fingers to stay close to the strings, curved in all the joints, and separated. After enough of that kind of preparation work, he's ready to move on to more scale speed, with perfect form in his fingers so that he will have no problems as the speed continues to go up. Now you may say, well, I see good guitar players all the time play like this and play from a slanted position, even have the thumb over. And yes, that's true. But if they're actually good guitar players, then they can also put the hand like this when they need to. And I see that all the time. I see lots of great players who will go in and out of this to this as necessary, because there simply are things that you cannot do unless your hand is developed like this. You certainly can't do that, or do that, or do this. Something like that. Okay. You can't do things like that unless you have this development. So that's the story on what your left hand needs to be able to do on the guitar. Train your left hand to play like a pro on guitar. Get the only method that gives you step-by-step exercises and training methods that build professional-grade ability into your fingers. You will also learn the real secrets of developing picking, finger picking, and how to practice effectively so that you really learn to make music. Stop struggling with everything you play and start making real music. Get the Principles of Correct Practice for Guitar today. Click here right now to download it instantly.